Hey everyone, this is Tas from Yellow. I'm at the European Blockchain Convention in Barcelona today, and I'm with Ewoud from the Worldpay. Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure to be here.
And thank you very much for your time to join us and speak a little bit about Worldpay.
Yeah.
So before we talk about this, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself, about your background?
Yeah.
How did you get into crypto? How did you end up at this event, maybe?
Yeah, sure. So I actually got into crypto in 2017. Was the first time when I heard about Bitcoin being used as a payment method in a video game. And that's when I got triggered. I'm like, hey, what is this all about? Why is it even out there? How's it being used? Who is using it?
What was the game?
Counter-Strike.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's when I started looking into where can I buy Bitcoin. And that's when I found out, I joined the company 5 years ago. And that's when I found out that we were actually processing for Coinbase back in the days. And then I was doing research. I'm like, hey, where can I buy Bitcoin in Europe? And that's when we started moving into the space. We created a cryptocurrency policy. And now we do a wide variety of fiat on and off-ramp solutions for brokers and exchanges, NFT marketplaces. We settle with stablecoins. We can issue debit cards. So you just asked the question on what is from FIS. Well, FIS acquired Worldpay 2 years ago, which is a company known for their banking and capital market products. So now we do payments, banking and capital markets all in one. And we have a dedicated crypto team that is going into the market, helping crypto merchants grow to the next level with one of these products. And that's why we're here.
Okay.
And it's great to be in Barcelona, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, and so who are you looking for here? Are you looking for customers here, or what was your main goal?
Yeah, so we have existing customers over here that we process for today. So that's more from a relationship point of view. We talk to new business. We talk to partners like Fireblocks. So with Fireblocks, we're looking into a potential partnership. So it all comes down to expanding our network, expanding our connections in the industry, and making sure that people know where to find us and know what we do. Like what you just asked, what is FIS?
Yeah, right. And about Fireblocks, actually, we are partnering with them too, a great company. So how do you see your work together with them?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So we work with them because they help us on a service whereby we can settle merchants with stablecoins.
Okay.
Whereby we can't do the minting ourselves. We can't hold those assets today in our books. Not yet. Maybe regulation will change it, but I don't know. So we're looking for partners that can potentially help us on that solution, whereby we move away from the traditional way of how we settle our merchants with fiat to more the crypto alternative, and that's stablecoin settlement.
Okay, cool. And where are you legally based, so that regulation is not that good for you, I would say?
In total we have 285 offices globally.
Oh,
so globally we got 70,000 colleagues.
Okay, 17,000.
But that's payments, banking, and capital. If you just look at what we do in payments, then we hold licenses in the UK, US, the Netherlands for Europe, and in APAC we have a few registrations.
Nice.
Because we need those locations also to do credit card acquiring.
Okay.
That's the license we get from Visa and MasterCard.
Nice. And can you talk about some of your partners, some of your customers who are using the service today, maybe some of the biggest one that you can disclose? I don't know how you...
Yeah, sure. I mean, we started with Coinbase, and then slowly we expanded in the US, talk about Kraken, Gemini. We work with Binance, Crypto.com, CEX, Bitstamp, Bitpanda, CoinMama, Paybis, CEX. It's a long list.
Okay.
But still, there's a lot of names that we still like to work with.
Nice.
And that's also the reason why we're here, because in Spain there's also quite a lot of brokers and exchanges that could be of interest to work with.
So I know that this is actually quite a big market and you probably have many competitors there, but from what you mentioned now, I mean, what is your share in the market these days?
That's again a very good question. I mean, when we started 5 years ago, we were one of 5 providers, I think. Whereby there were 1-2 really big providers. Today you notice that the interest is actually picking up, so you see a lot more PSPs getting into this market, which is fine because from an adoption point of view, it's good, right? People need to be able to spend fiat wherever they want to get crypto, and it just drives adoption in the end. But I think it's safe to say that we belong within the top three of largest players.
Okay.
And I think one of the USPs that we have is that we are able to use also services and products and services that FIS is offering in the market when it comes to banking and capital markets. I think a really good example is issuing of cards.
Right.
So we can issue cards for our merchants that are labeled on the branding of that merchant. And you can use that card wherever you're going. It's like a Binance or a Crypto.com card. Behind it, you need to find an issuer who can actually do the issuing of those cards. So we can also help with these services. So we try to become a far more, let's say, end-to-end provider instead of just being the payment company.
Okay, okay. So imagine if I'm a crypto exchange,
Yeah.
I'm just starting my own crypto exchange, and that's
Yeah.
what we actually help people to do with Yellow.
Yeah.
Then what kind of services I can expect from you?
Yeah.
And how would probably the pricing look for me, if we can talk about that right now?
Yeah.
Maybe just some basic numbers to look at.
Yeah, so I think where you need to start is to get an understanding of from which entity or which jurisdiction are you going to offer your services in different countries. And why is that so important? Because depending on the jurisdictions that you target, you need to think about a mix of payment methods
Okay.
which allow your users to buy crypto, and whenever they want to sell the crypto and they want to do a payout in fiat, that you also have the options to really quickly and easily do the payout. It starts with that, and then depending on which countries you target, I think a good example is like the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, you need to have Ideal. That's because it's the preferred payment method. So that's one that you should be offering. The pricing for Ideal is completely different compared to acquiring, because with acquiring, there's a lot of elements coming into place, like interchange, scheme fees, acquiring margin, that you need to take in consideration. So it really comes down to what the plans are. Like what are the plans? What is the strategy of the exchange? And based on those plans, we can create a plan when it comes to payments.
Well, when it comes to payments, do you have some restrictions in terms of geography of the countries that you can serve? I mean, I guess it's not all the countries in the world, right?
No, yeah. So one you got sanctioned countries that we don't support. But we don't support it for any of the merchants that we process for. I mean, we're not only active in the space of crypto, but also travel, airline, retail, digital content, etc. So it really comes down. So first of all, not sanctioned countries. And then second, the question is, where is the processing entity? Because that's the entity that we use to do the processing for you as a merchant. And then we have to look, okay, if that's in the Netherlands or in the UK or in Spain, we first need to look at, okay, what is the local requirement from a regulatory point of view? Like in the Netherlands, you need to be registered with the DNB.
Correct.
But if you want to use your Dutch entity and process in the rest of the world, or Europe or whatever, we also need to do an assessment on, can you offer those services in these countries?
Okay.
But we made a full legal guidance of that, what we're looking for, and we don't require merchants to have legal opinions for all countries that they process in, because that's a crazy ask. Imagine you're active in 100 different countries and you need to have 100 different legal opinions times, what is it, 10, 15K easily?
Yes.
That's a crazy investment.
Yes.
So we created a guidance for this, what we're looking for, and we call it the Crypto Legal Heat Map, which is a guidance for our merchants
Cool.
to make a good assessment for which jurisdiction they're going to target.
Cool. Can we find that? Find at least somehow? Maybe share it with some of our subscribers.
Yeah,
I'm sure
definitely.
We have many actually people who are developing exchanges who are watching us, and maybe we can share that later in the comments.
Always.
Like that.
No, we can. But I think if you're like new in this space and you're going into the fiat on and off ramp corner, let's say you're looking for solutions, it always makes sense to just set up a call and have a discussion. Like, what are your plans? What is your strategy? Who do you want to target? And then we build a plan, and based on that plan, we can have a look at the crypto heat map. But it's definitely stuff that we can share. It's like a guidance.
Cool. Well, sounds great. Thank you very much, Dan. I look forward to actually maybe we can discuss how we can help actually our customers, because they are the crypto exchanges.
Yeah.
And they need the services like you offer. So let's see if we can work together on that.
No, absolutely. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Cool. Thank you very much.